Good morning guys, thanks for joining me for another What I Eat in a Day as a vegan on Slimming World. My name's Leanne. If you're new here, I am a vegan losing weight on the Slimming World plan, and if you're coming back, thank you very much for doing so. Right now it's about 10 o'clock and I'm just making some breakfast and a coffee because I've not had anything yet today. If you're a regular viewer, you'll know that I'm going to a funeral later this afternoon, and to be honest, I'm having like massive anxiety about it, like social anxiety. So yeah, I'm trying to keep myself calm, to be honest. I've taken today off work completely now. I wasn't going to, but I have now. So yeah, because yeah, just feeling not brilliant. So yeah, I'm just making some breakfast. I'm going with comfort food because, you know, everyone needs a bit of comfort sometimes. So this is what my butter looks like because of where I always use a teaspoon to measure it. So I've got 2 pieces of bread from my Healthy Extra A and sorry, Healthy Extra B. God, I can't get my words out. And they are obviously wholemeal pieces of bread. They are frozen, and it's great using your like vegan butter on frozen bread because obviously it goes a hell of a lot further. As you can see, it suddenly looks like loads, whereas if you do it when it's like toast and it melts in, it just suddenly like, where's it gone? I've only buttered half of it. So yeah, it makes a difference. But I pressed down this one too hard and it broke, so I'm going to use that as my bottom piece. And I'm sort of going to hope that the cheese acts as a glue to stick it together, at least for as long as it will take to cook. Okay, I'll just press it together. The butter I use is this one. I get it in Sainsbury's. It is pricey, but you know, being on Slimming World, you've got to measure it all anyway, so I don't really use that much of it. And yeah, for the 2 teaspoons, it's 3.5 cents, or for a tablespoon, it's 5 cents. And then for cheese, at the moment, yeah, I can't really get the Healthy Extra A cheeses, especially not going into lockdown. That's now going to be really hard. So I'm just basically using any cheeses, any vegan cheeses. So I've got some of this Violife that I don't really like to use up, so I'm going to use a little bit of that with a bit more of that, which is the vegan applewood, to try and disguise the taste of that and not waste that, basically. Okay, I've managed to make quite a mess, but basically on the bottom piece of bread I put cheese, then I put tomatoes, then I put more cheese, and then I put Marmite. So it's like, yeah, all done. I feel like you'll be proud of me that I managed to make it stick together, although my pan is an absolute mess. Also, I've made myself a latte with my bizarre foamy thing, yeah. So 200 mils of barista almond that I heated and foamed, and then it's half and half with coffee. But sometimes when I pour it in, it does this weird thing where when it rises up, it just makes this little lip. It looks very odd, but anyway, that's 2 sins. And obviously my grilled cheese is 3.5 sins as discussed, along with 2 Healthy Extra A's and 1 Healthy Extra B. So after Delta was traumatized and aggressive towards me again, I've been trying to sort of make her feel a bit more comfortable, so I've kept her cage door shut, but probably for the last week and a half, 2 weeks. As you guys know, I used to keep it open during the day. Anyway, I've had it open for the last hour, and I only just noticed that she's actually been out and about, climbing about, and she's having a grand old time. I thought she was too scared to do it, which is why I just closed it to make her feel more secure, but well, apparently she missed it because bless her, she's been out climbing about. Haven't you, Delts? For those who don't watch me regularly or don't know, this is Delta, my budgie, and she can't fly. She's a rescue, which is why I've got her, because she can't fly. And she definitely has personality. Obviously she can't go anywhere except her cage, bless her, and also she's not handleable. So it does make it hard to keep her stimulated, which is why I like to leave the cage open for her and why she's got tons of toys. Doubt. She also knows that little door thing's loose and she can pull it off and throw it if she wants, which she does sometimes. But you can see how she gets about perfectly fine without being able to fly. Just a happy little bean sprout, aren't you, Delts? Except for when you're not. And I put her little branch on the outside so that she's got somewhere, hello! So she's got somewhere to sit if she doesn't want to hang off the cage at any point. Well, she's having a great old time, isn't she? I don't want to scare you guys when you see me later, so just putting it out there now. I've put makeup on. Not sure how I feel about this. Like, I've always liked to make up, but yeah, for months and months and months, I haven't really worn any. Like, I've worn mascara like twice and that's it. And then today I've just put on like what feels like so much. Also, it would appear I've forgotten how to do it completely. But you know, out of trying to look somewhat groomed for the funeral later, I figured I might as well. So yes, I have makeup on and I can't wait to take it off because my face feels weird. I ain't my mascara, but yeah, like I put a little bit of stuff on my face as well. Like not a lot, like you can still see my spots and stuff, but I was looking like a bit shiny in that. So I've got this BB cream that I always used to use from the Body Shop. So I just put some of that on. It's got a very tiny amount of pigment in it, but it's mostly moisturizer. So I just chucked some of that on and mattifying cream underneath. So hopefully that will just see me through. And I've just straightened my hair as well because I'm only washing it like twice a week at the moment, which is much less than I normally would. But I found that being at home, I'm I guess because you're not like out and about in pollution and grime and stuff, like it's too much if I wash it more than like twice a week. And sometimes it even feels too much then, like it feels a bit thinner than it has been, because I've got really thick hair. Anyway, just to try and look a bit more groomed than I was earlier, I've just straightened most of it except for the front, because if I do the front it just looks flat. So I've just tried to sort of make it look a bit neater, and I'm wearing my hoodie at the moment, but I'm going to get changed into like actual clothes. And again, this is like, I'm having like such anxiety, like I don't, I like my leggings and my hoodie lifestyle with my slippers, but I'm going to have to wear real clothes because obviously it's a funeral, it's respectful, isn't it? And yeah, well, I found an outfit and I even FaceTimed with my mum earlier so she could approve it. Not approve it, but like, you know, verify that I wasn't wrong in picking the outfit I did. Not that I have a lot of choice because I've got barely any clothes that fit me. I'm sorry to anyone new here who isn't used to my ramblings, but this is pretty much the way my sort of vlogs / what I eat in a day go. They end up being a lot about me as well, which is a little bit self-indulgent, but I do apologise. And you know, I'm not really talking to many people at the moment, so that's why. Yeah, annoyingly, Mum did text me just now and say it's really cold out, so I might want to wear more. She went, wear a vest under your top, and I was like, I haven't got a vest then. It's alright, I'll wear my thermals. Yeah, you guys can tell this is playing on my mind. I don't normally talk about like what I'm gonna wear and that kind of crap, but okay, I'll show you when I get dressed properly. So I have to go in like 10 minutes, but I'm just having a latte. This one is 300 mils of Alpro Almond Barista, so it's 3 sins. And also, like, I didn't really plan my eating too well. Right now it's 1:20, so I'm having a banana. It's obscene, isn't it? Yeah, just to keep me going, and we'll go from there. Well, this is what I'm wearing. Essentially a blanket. Sorry, I haven't got a better mirror.
Proceed to the route.
Oh my god. Sorry, I put it in my sat nav so I wouldn't leave late. But basically, oh my god, this is terrible light. Okay, I need to polish my mirror. Yeah, so I've just got a black t-shirt on, and then these trousers, which are really thick. I think they're called like Ponte material, I don't know. And then this thing I got secondhand off eBay from some woman, but I really like it and I think it's quite smart. And I've got real shoes on as well, not trainers, real boots. Shocker, I know. Yeah, so hopefully I look vaguely presentable. I'm very happy that I did get this thing, because at least I can sort of wrap myself up in it and not feel too exposed. Yeah, all right, well, I'll see you guys later, and if I can show you the like food at the wake, then I will, but don't know. Okay, bye. So the funeral is done with, and I did just very quickly film what I had. I'll explain a bit more later, but yeah, basically I've got some stuff with me as well. However, I totally forgot that, of course, the route to the crematorium goes straight past a Waitrose. So I'm on my way home now, but I have pulled into Waitrose because I'm going to get some Daiya cheese and also anything else that they have that looks exciting. And then I'm really looking forward to going home and getting in my hoodie and leggings. I think that's all I've got to say. I've got to be quick, my battery's dying. Okay, bye. Genuinely think that was the quickest Waitrose trip I've ever done. I was literally inside for like 12 minutes. Yeah, but I got, I said Daiya cheese, I meant cocoa cheese. So I got like 4 of them and they were on offer at £1.79, which is really good. I also got, I got some sushi, I got some stir fry mixes, because I was thinking for me and Mum for dinner tonight, like neither of us are going to be that hungry, because obviously we've just eaten at the wake, so, although it was only sandwiches, but so I got stir fry stuff because I thought I can just make a stir fry, and then yeah, I got a few other bits like Tofuko teriyaki tofu blocks. Oh my god, very exciting. So I imagine that might have some sin value if they've used oil in there, so I'll have to check that out later, but I've not seen them anywhere else yet. And I got a couple of other bits, nothing hugely groundbreaking, and I resisted going to like the chocolate aisle and all that because I thought, do you know what, I've already spent loads of money and I've got so much like treats and stuff at home, like there just isn't really anything I need, so I just left it, which it's quite the feat of willpower for me. You guys know that I tend to go a bit mad in the shops sometimes. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with myself, but also I did get quite a lot of good stuff. So I'll show you later when I get home. But for now, I'm going to drive and have a sing-song. Hey guys, home now. So I'll just quickly show you what I bought in Waitrose. So not a giant haul. I have been terrible in Waitrose in the past, but this is restrained for me. So yeah, this is the new Tofuko stuff that I found, teriyaki flavour. So let's have a quick look, shall we, at what the ingredients are. So it's marinated. So we've got soy sauce, rice syrup. Okay, so there's going to be a small sin value to this, I suspect. We'll see. I'll have to pop it through the app or see if it's already on the app. So that may not be sin-free, but either way, nice to try a new one. I just got one of my vegan butters just because I'm on my last one. I got this squeaky bean pastrami style sandwich slices. I really like this flavour. They're really they've got like this spicy taste. I vaguely remember when I was little, before obviously being veggie or vegan, I vaguely remember having pastrami, but I don't remember what it was like, so I don't know if this is like real pastrami, but I imagine it is, because as far as I know, it's just the herbs and spices that make it taste like it does. So anyway, I've had this one before and it's really, really tasty, so I very much like that one, and it's really low sin. It's like, I think it's like a sin and a half for the whole pack or something. It's quite low. Anyway, I got some sushi because I love this sushi, and again, it's something like 2 or 3 sins for a whole pack of this, and it's really tasty, and sushi is just such a treat. So that's that. 4 blocks of cocoa, because as you know, I've been struggling to get healthy extra A's, so since I was by Waitrose, I got some. I got this stir fry sauce. I dread to think how sinny it is, but basically, and the other thing, I got 5 bags of this stir fry. So basically tonight, obviously Mum was over for dinner as always, but we only had our like sandwiches and stuff at like 3 o'clock. So whilst
that was fine, and like we all want tea, but you know, we might not be that hungry, and also I'm probably not going to be bothered to make much. So I just picked up the stir fry bags and the stir fry sauce and the tofu so that I could just throw something together for us when we get a little bit hungry later. So that's why I got those sauces, but they're probably really sinny, so I've probably gone way over my sins today, which is not ideal.
I showed you briefly at the wake what I had, but because we didn't have enough people really, there was a second vegan plate that we'd ordered because we knew we weren't going to have enough people. So I packaged up, I used the cling film, they'd wrapped them in because they're all individually wrapped because of COVID. And then I brought it home and I've now decanted it into my pot. So what they gave me was a sandwich, half of which was tomato and half of which was onion with cheese, obviously, vegan cheese. Don't know what vegan cheese it is. It's not one of the nicer ones. So yeah, but it is what it is. And then a few crisps with it, which were just ready salted, and a little bit of salad. So I thought that was quite a nice little vegan plate, and the fact that they also did a piece of vegan cake was really, really nice as well. So this is what I've had today. And obviously I brought this one home, so I'm going to have that for lunch tomorrow, or maybe breakfast. But tomorrow, when I do it, I'll incorporate it into my plan a bit better, because annoyingly today, what did I have for breakfast? My grilled cheese with tomato. So I've already used my Healthy Extra B and Healthy Extra A, which is why today's sins are going to go haywire. It was a really poor decision on my part, now I think back on it. Anyway, tomorrow will be fine though, because I'll sort of compensate by using these. So that's where we are, and I will update when me and Mum decide what we're going to have for tea. As briefly discussed earlier, I've just thrown together dinner for me and Mum. So what we've done is we used 3 bags of those stir-fry veg between us because we're both desperate for vegetables. And so as you can see, this is mostly veg, all speed except for the edamame beans, which are a protein. And then we've got some whole wheat rice noodles on the bottom. And the veg, I used 1 pouch of that coconut and lemongrass sauce, which is 5 sins each, so for half the pack. And then also I cut up 1 of those packs of the teriyaki tofu, and I put it through the sin calculator, and it has come out as 2 sins for half a pack. So I'm putting that in, but you know, it may not be that high, but I've sent the photos in, so hopefully they'll add it to the app soon. But yeah, I just air fried it, so it's come out looking really quite nice. Yummy, yummy. Yeah, and that's that really. So yeah, this is a 7 sin dinner, but we just needed something quick and easy because we're both absolutely shattered. Okay, it's now 8:30. I've just dropped Mum home and cleaned up the kitchen, so I can just sit down and chill for a bit. I am absolutely exhausted. For my little chocolate treat tonight, and I will just explain in a moment what I'm doing with regards to sins today. I'm having 3 of the Nomo caramel drop things, and I'm having 1 Happy Herbivore praline thing from the Montezuma's Happy Herbivore collection. This comes to 9.5 cents. I'm also having a cup of nighttime tea, and to be honest, I'm probably going to go to bed after watching an episode of my programme. Hey guys, back to my normal tired looking self. Okay, so yeah, like I said, it's now like 9:15. Basically, I just want to very quickly talk sins with you guys. So how I'm choosing to look at today is that lunch was off plan, but that I've been on plan for the rest of the day. And in my eyes, as long as I've stayed under my 25 sins for the rest of the day, excluding lunch, then I think that is still a success, because I haven't just completely lost control and just had whatever I want. And don't get me wrong, I was very, very tempted just now to just go and eat loads of biscuits, if I'm totally honest. And I haven't had any biscuits. Yeah, basically I don't want to completely lose control. It is not going to help anyone. And if you think about what I actually had for lunch, as opposed to the amount of sins in it, I didn't overeat, if you see what I mean. I haven't overeaten at all today. In fact, I think I've actually eaten fairly decently. So
I'm really glad that I had loads of veg at dinner because I was desperate for it by then. Mum was too, so that was quite nice. But just so that you guys can understand where I'm coming from with the sins thing, I'm just going to show you my little calculations.
So basically, and hopefully you can see this okay, but my breakfast added up to 5.5 sins, including my coffee. That was for my grilled cheese. My dinner added up to 7 sins, just for the tofu and the sauce. And then other stuff, obviously I had my big latte just before I went out. That was 3 sins. And then my little chocolates that I'm going to be having once I've just finished putting this video together come to 9 sins in total. So added together, all my on-plan stuff comes to 24.5 sins. Lunch was a big estimate. You'll see it right at the very end in my planner screenshots that I do for you guys. You'll see how I estimated it at 23.5 sins. But I mean, it certainly wasn't overeating. You know, it was effectively 2 slices of bread made into half cheese and tomato and half cheese and onion sandwiches. And I do mean it wasn't a lot of cheese. And I'm assuming they had spread in there, which is why I've allowed for some. Crisps, literally like about 8 crisps on a plate, and obviously a little bit of salad, that's speed, and then of course a small slice of cake, which if I'd have thought ahead I should have just saved and brought home and had that for my sweet treat this evening, but I suspect I still would have wanted some chocolate. So the only reason I'm having chocolate now is because I'm trying to stop myself from just going completely off plan today. And I don't want to binge, I don't want to do whatever, and this is this is what I've decided to do, just to try and stay in control. This is like my staying in control. So like I said, if you ignore the 23.5 sins, actually I have my meals where I've been on plan have been 100% on plan. I hope that kind of makes sense to you guys. And, you know, maybe that'll be useful template for someone, because I always remember people saying like it's really important, like if you have a meal off plan, you know, if you're going out for a meal or something, it's important not for the rest of the day to still be like on plan, and it's important to like bounce back from it instead of just like writing off the whole day, which as I said is right now what I'm trying not to do, because it just feels it's very difficult not to feel like the whole day is now gone completely out of control. I am very much a control freak. You know, it could be described as OCD, but certainly no medical diagnosis. So I don't like to really say that, just in case, because it's not really fair to appropriate the term. So anyway, yeah, basically I do struggle when I have something like this where I can't control it. And as you guys saw or have seen in the last kind of 8 weeks or 8.5 weeks, nearly 9 weeks now, you know, when I'm rigidly sticking to plan, I can very well stick to it. When I'm thrown off plan, it becomes extremely hard for me. I'm sure it does for many people. So anyway, hopefully this is a helpful idea if you are also having a similar thing where you know that perhaps 1 meal or 2 meals are going to be off plan, but by allowing myself my sins for the rest of the day, I'm not missing out in any way, and I still feel in control. I don't feel like I've just totally blown the day. And also, I think the nice thing is that I haven't overeaten at all today. Yeah, it's unfortunate that I chose to have a grilled cheese this morning. I did not think that through at all. I should have been a bit more sensible, because then I could have, you know, cooled my bread and my cheese at lunchtime, my Healthy Extra A and B. So, you know, hindsight is a wonderful thing. But there we are. So that is a little technique that I'm deciding to employ today. For anyone new here,
I am very sorry that today is not a perfect day. Literally any one of my other videos in the last 8 weeks have been on plan. So, you know, I respectfully suggest that you go and try one of them, or find another YouTuber. I'm sorry I let you down. I'll stop rambling. I'm so sorry today has been so talky. I'm so also filled with anxiety as well. Like this morning I was just freaking out, and I am absolutely exhausted now, and I'm sure that it's partly due to that. Another brief interlude here. So the other night when I did my Amazon Flex deliveries, I was understandably knackered. Like, I expected that was going to wear me out because it was a lot of physical sort of movement. And therefore I wasn't at all surprised when I was extremely exhausted afterwards. Because I'm not going to lie to you guys, I feel like the fatigue that I've been feeling, you know, in the last few months after COVID and that, I really have felt like it was getting better. But after today, where I haven't really done anything physical, I've just been, you know, doing stuff. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. And that's not normal. Just for like what we've done today. So yeah, maybe I was perhaps assuming that I was a little bit better than I am. I don't really know. I'm talking crap now because I'm really knackered. All right, I'm gonna end it here because there is so much of me rambling today and I'm so sorry for that. But I'll see you guys tomorrow and we'll definitely have a more normal day. Not 100% normal because I've got my other sandwich selection from today left over, so I'll be having that for lunch tomorrow, but doing what I should have done today, calling it my Healthy Extra A and B. So okay, cool. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still with me, appreciate you so much. Oh, and also Emily and Linda, if you're watching, your little conversation on my photo on Facebook made me laugh so much, and I showed Mum and she thought it was funny too. Yeah, you really tickled us with that. Yeah, okay, that's all. Cheers, guys.